Da, 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 da. Hey fellas, Nick here. We're doing a game. I really don't care anymore. Let's just get this over with. Guys, I'm so funny. We're talking about Call of Duty World War II today. 2 years ago, to kick off the season, I reviewed a bad Call of Duty game that I owned. But the thing is, I delayed that video by like 4 months because Ackman video made me piss my pants so much that I was scared that by saying my opinion, I would get deleted off the face of the internet and no one would ever care about me. So yeah, let's review Call of Duty World War II and see if it's good. It's not. Call of Duty World War II is a bad game. Last year, I kicked off Season 1 reviewing Call of Duty. Everyone, really hates. Everyone, no one likes it. But you know who else did a review of Call of Duty Ghosts? Yeah, it was Ackman. Let's get the review back on track now. Selga Hammer game make a World War II shooty shoot in 2017, and I have a rough reenactment as to the internal documents of what happened.
Hello, I am Activision. Nobody likes the futuristic games, so Gigabim. They don't like the futuristic games, and they're not giving us money. So make a new one.
I wanted to make Infinite Warfare 3D XL. Why do you do this to me?
Okay, well you can make a bad World War II game so that people will think that they were blinded by nostalgia, and then they won't buy the game anymore. And then we can make futuristic games for the end of time.
Wow, what a good idea, Activision. That's a good idea. I'll go do that now.
And then they spend their 3-year development cycle making 4 guns. What the hell is this? So, cut back to 2017. I was 4 years younger than I was now. That's how math works. And then my dad and I were both thinking the exact same thing. Oh my god, what's this? A new Call of Duty game? And it isn't set in the year 5 billion AD?
No, man.
Call of Duty is returning to its roots with
boots on the ground combat.
It was pretty cool considering my dad didn't like Black Ops 3, and I necessarily didn't like the zombies. But, well, it's time to put it in the base model PS4. Firstly, you have the campaign. There was one mission that was slightly tolerable. Liberation. You go undercover as a German woman. You find clues and you steal keys from this guy. Stealing the key from this guy lets you go everywhere, basically. You get to talk to a bunch of officer men, and you have to talk to them about a passphrase. But the passphrase is a French poetry. And so all the German officers think that you're a bad man. So they're gonna search you for your passport, and they're gonna question you about things. So if you have Alzheimer's, don't guess it wrong. And if you guess it wrong, which I didn't get footage of guessing it wrong, but I'm sure that the punishment is becoming the top post on r/cringe. The officer is only there as some contrived helper, spy man on the inside, only here to just steal an explosive, and then he grabbed it, and then you have to swap suitcases with him to get the explosives, plant them in a horribly easy stealth mission, and then you get back to the shooty shoot.
Bomb has been planted. Terrorists win.
And that's where I stopped recording because I've already beaten this campaign.
And I hate it.
This isn't a review about just the campaign. This is also a video that needs to talk about the everything else. So let's get to the loadout and class system stuff. Basically, all the things you do in the multiplayer before getting into the multiplayer. At launch, there were a total of 32 guns. Wow, that's a number, and a really small one. Jeez. After a few updates, there's a lot more guns now. There's like, let me get my highly intelligent brain power man called, a calculator. Okay, let's, It's
60.
firing range is pretty helpful to deduce which gun is the best for murdering people in cold blood entirely. Then there's class systems. Infantry is your average soldier dude guy man. A lot of his things just devolve to more attachments. Airborne is speed, like a lot of speed. Armored is like just the camper. Like if you want to camp, you do armored because you get a bunch of equipment, and your speed doesn't really matter because there's equipment and did I mention equipment? Mountain. Wow, guys, congrats to Sledgehammer for making the game so balanced that it has a class oriented directly for snipers to thrive. Expeditionary is fire. I don't know. Resistance. Stealth. Very, very stealthy. You don't show up on the UAVs, and you dissipate from existence. Cavalry, your main weapon can become a shield, which is cool. Commando, it's like infantry, but better. I don't know. Let's move on to gun customization. And, oh boy! So you know that, like, the esports guys, they're always gonna be flocking towards your game at such high caliber speed you can't even see them coming. Well, Games decided that they would pander directly towards them, and, they added weapon charms, camos, calling cards, and profile pictures to their game, all based around popular esports team. Imagine, you're in the trenches of war on a war-torn field. You're ready to raid the German forces. You look over to your friend, and he's polishing his optic gaming camo and his Type 100. Kill me! How much would a phase shotgun go for on eBay? Before we go into the modes and maps, I think it's more sensical to talk about this weird kind of crossbreed between exclusive mode and map. War. A big team battle mode with only 6v6.
And the reason for this is,
I have no idea.
And there's also only 3 maps.
Unless, of course, you do pay up the big bucks. Which you do want to do, right? Please give us money. Give us money.
Give us money.
Operation Breakout is the first one. You have to capture a Axis communication point. Next up, your objective is to construct a vital river crossing, aka a bridge, which is very, very important. Then you've got to destroy all of their explosive ammunition, and then you get to ride in a tank and shoot up all of their AA guns, and then you win.
woo! You did it!
Next up is Operation Griffin. You gotta destroy through their team by using tanks to get past points. You can build hedgehogs in the road, and it helps sometimes. This is where the defensing team is really good. Like, just look at this. I am sniping them like crazy. Look at those kills. Lastly, Operation Neptune. It's like D-Day. You get to capture 2 bunkers, then you get to destroy their communications equipment, and then you have to take down their artillery guns in a search and destroy-like mission. It's kind of cool.
Now it's time that we talk about the modes in the game.
Team Deathmatch. The murder in teams. Free-for-all. Murder, but nobody is safe in your arms anymore. Capture the flag. Grab a flag and bring it to your flag. Gridiron. Capture the flag, but you have a ball. So you toss it into the goal or to your teammates, so it's like a little bit more complex and cool. Domination.
Get the flag, but not get the flag.
Actually get the 3 flags, and then hold it for the most amount of time to be the winner. Hardpoint. Instead of one tiny flag circle, you get one big box to defend, and it moves into different areas every minute, which means that sometimes you can accidentally just like own a spot just by walking through a spot, which is cool sometimes. Kill confirmed. Get dog tags from dead enemies for extra points, and then you grab ones from teammates to deny points from enemies. The one who has the most points wins. And lastly, there's search and destroy. Disarm a bomb or arm a bomb. Defend it for long enough, and it go boom. Speaking of the maps and design, map design.
Spoiler alert, the map design is an object that I don't like.
In Call of Duty Ghosts, you have these huge, like, winding maps with 9v9 games running. They were beautiful, they were detailed, they were, like, massive. There was no excuse for these things to not be running as well as they did, especially on a base PS4. There was, like, 15 maps for Ghosts, and even if they were a bit confusing, it encouraged a lot of different ways to play. Even if snipers with a thermal scope still dominated, kind of good. In Call of Duty World War II, they make small 3-lane maps. They only have 9, and you can only play 6v6. USS Texas and Gustav Cannon are like the only ones that I played more times. So let's review the maps now. A broken down street with a few exploded houses. 5 out of 10. Snowy forest and a few bunkers. 5 out of 10. A rooftop with a few boxes on it, or something, I guess. Nothing interesting. 4 out of 10. A little cliffside bunker with a tiny bit of height on it. 5.5 out of 10. Big snowy field with a giant ship, or Gustav thing, in the middle for height, and that makes it somewhat fine. 6.5 out of 10. A lot of high buildings and deep waters that kill you instantaneously if you go in them. 5 out of 10. A little D-Day trench, like nothing is going on. I'm pretty sure this is copied from the campaign. I don't care. 5 out of 10. So, you like crates? What if I told you, put a bunch of them in a square and make it a map? Wouldn't that be funny? A bunch of houses and pathways, nothing original. 5 out of 10. A lot of height, and it's very narrow, and it's very chaotic and fun. It's cool. 6 out of 10. The map design is soulless. Most of the maps blend together. Campaign is bad. Multiplayer is also bad. But zombies, man. Zombies is always good. So I'm gonna go play and do my thoughts. What did I say at the start of the video? Call of Duty World War II is a bad game? I take that all back, because Call of Duty World War II is actually a garbage game! Now that I've bought Zombies Chronicles for Black Ops 3 along some other ones, I found out that Call of Duty World War II Zombies is not as good as I thought it was. The Final Reich is like Shangri-La but bland and uninspired. Grosston House is Nocturne Toten but bland and uninspired. And yet somehow, it's so bland that they decided to introduce customization for your loadouts in Zombies. A practice so horrible that literally every Zombies after it included it. How did this happen? Getting the mystery box in Grosston House is just like, why?
Shoot out these lanterns in darkness. The most pitch black darkness this earth contains. Just shoot into it. And if you can't do it, you die instantly. Also, you can't get more than 1 perk every round in the Wonder Fizz, because the Wonder Fizz has to cool down.
Speaking of the Wonder Fizz, that's a Treyarch thing, so Sledgehammer's gotta copy it somehow. And they did that with their blitzes, and I can compare almost every single perk to something else. Leben Blitz is Quick Revive, Kugel Blitz is Double Tap, Laufen Blitz is Stamina, Schnell Blitz is Speed Cola, Child Blitz is Electric Cherry, Faust Blitz just gives you better melee damage, which is like Slappy Taffy and Exo Zombies, but I don't play Exo Zombies, so shut up. And Random Blitz is the Wonder Fizz.
You forgot to you're a dumb boy, okay? You know, you're a dumb boy. You're a stupid little idiot, you know? Yeah, you're dumb. You're stupid and you're dumb.
No, actually, Jug isn't in this game. But meet Geit's Child. It's the replacement for Jug. It gives you an extra 3 hits, but it costs 500 points. And it gets 500 points more expensive every time you purchase it, instead of making you truly work for it. Instead, it just makes you realize the dreadful realization that,
Death is truly inevitable.
in an attempt to be scary and frightening, they made a lot of changes where it's just like,
Funny jump scare. Yeah, scared. Please be scared. Buy our DLC.
Slag Gamer Games. Pick up the slack. Conclusion time.
You don't fight share.
So in conclusion, Call of Duty World War II was absolutely garbage. The zombies mode was the only thing actually saving it, and to be honest, the campaign didn't deserve to be talked about, just like Call of Duty Ghosts, because I love. So now it's time for the conclusion. Conclusional part of Bordy's existence. Bordy, why? Why, Bordy? Why? Why do you do this to me? You're asinine. So now we need to give a face to this thing. Well, I don't need the sledgehammer anymore, so to be completely honest, I'm just gonna throw this thing away. Lucky shot.